Very good morning to you and welcome to the Morning Outlook Report. I'm Rachel Jones, live from Kalkine TV Sydney studios. Now, the Australian share market is expected to fall at the open today. According to the latest SPI futures, the ASX 200 is expected to open the day 1% lower, that's 67 points lower. At the closing bell yesterday, the S&P ASX 200 was 0.7% higher, or 47 points higher at 7,097. The best performing sector yesterday was the tech sector, up 5.7%. The worst performing sector was utilities, down 2.2%. The best performing stock in the S&P ASX 200 was PointsBet Holdings. Their shares closed 17.5% higher at $4.17. The worst performing stock in the S&P ASX 200 was Samphire Resources. Their shares closed 11.6% lower at $5.92. Now, looking at some business news from this morning, and Transurban has reached financial close on the approximately $660 million 495 express lanes Northern Extension project in Maryland in the US. The project will extend the existing express lanes 4 kilometres north towards Maryland, and it will improve congestion and reduce local neighbourhood traffic. In addition, as part of the project, the Commonwealth of Virginia and Transurban will support the launch of new transit services, as well as the construction of bicycle and pedestrian connections along the next corridor. A binding proposal was accepted by the Virginian government and commercial close was reached early this year. Early construction works have started, with the project expected to open in 2025. The project is funded with a mix of debt and equity. And MA Financial Group has completed the acquisition of the remaining 52.5% interest in residential mortgage lender MKM. $11.4 million was paid, comprising $6.6 million for shares not already owned by MA Financial and $4.8 million for the acquisition of outstanding shareholder loans. MA Financial partnered with MKM back in October 2020. Following MA Financial's successful acquisition of mortgage aggregator Finsure in February this year, a strategic decision was taken to move to full ownership and control of MKM at a date significantly earlier than previously planned. And Minerals Resources has announced that Peter Wade has resigned as non-executive chairman from the company's board. The MRL board has appointed James McClements as its new non-executive chairman, in line with a succession plan that has been in place for some time. Now, Mr. Wade was appointed Managing Director of Crushing Services International and PAHI in 1999, and subsequently Process Minerals International in 2002. Now, these companies became the foundation blocks on which MRL was built. And Kathmandu Holdings is set to change its name to KMD Brands, which should take into effect on the 16th of March. The NZX and ASX ticker will remain as KMD. A bigger announcement about the company's plans will be released on March the 16th. Well, now it's time for a very short break. Stay tuned for more news set to affect your trading day.
Hi there, James Preston for Kalkine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google, to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Kalkine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on The Tech Beat, exclusive to Kalkine TV.
Hello and welcome back to the Morning Outlook report. Over in the US now and on Wall Street, the Dow Jones fell 1.76%. The S&P 500 was down 1.55% and the Nasdaq ended 1.59% lower. The global stocks were under pressure after oil rebounded above $100 per barrel, and the US and German government bonds surged as concerns rose over the impact of aggressive sanctions against Russia after its invasion of Ukraine. Further weighing on stocks in Europe and also on Wall Street. Russia's equity markets remained suspended and some bond trading platforms were no longer showing prices, but dealing in the world's major financial centres was orderly, albeit jittery. The main stock indices in Germany, France, Italy and Spain ended down over 3%, while the Pan-European Stoxx 600 index fell 2.4%. Oil prices surged more than 10% at one point as talks about a coordinated global release of crude inventories failed to calm fears about supply disruptions due to the war in Ukraine. WTI futures surged $7.69 to settle at $103.41 a barrel. Brent crude settled up at $104.97 a barrel. Demand for the safe haven asset of gold has risen amid increased market volatility, with US gold futures settling up 2.3% at $1,943 an ounce. Well, that's all for our Morning Outlook report here on Kalkine TV. Have a great day trading and stay tuned for more market updates and economic news live throughout the day. This is Rachel signing off for now.